Hey everyone, John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be covering our updated list of the best apps to learn French. Our team has tested out and reviewed close to 15 different French language programs at this point, and today I'm going to reveal what the top 5 are based on the grades that we've given out and who each app might be best for based on different learning styles. And by the way, since I'll just be covering the major highlights today, if you want some more detail at any point during this video, we also have a full written guide over on our website that has way more information. The easiest way to find that is probably just to Google Test Prep Insight, best apps to learn French. It's the quickest way to find it. Okay, so rather than jumping around talking about each app in a random order, I just want to cover these programs in the order of how we graded them out. We give each app a grade based on a number of factors like their learning framework, grammar coverage, opportunity to practice speaking, voice recognition software, and a lot more. And the French language app that got our highest overall grade is Rocket French. Their program is hands down the most effective and well-rounded course of all of the different French language apps out there that we reviewed. The Rocket French program just has a totally different feel than the others, and we were big fans. And there are 4 key points that I want to cover to help demonstrate why. The first big advantage of using Rocket's program is their use of interactive audio lessons. I love audio lessons for language learning, and these are exceptionally good. In these lessons, an English-speaking moderator navigates you through a conversation between 2 fluent French speakers. In my opinion, this type of active, contextual learning is highly effective for improving both your speaking and listening comprehension skills. These audio exercises built around mock conversations are highly effective, and they're what separate Rocket French from competitors like Duolingo. While other French apps, like Duolingo, offer quick, repetitive exercises out of context, Rocket focuses on the most important aspects of language learning: contextual listening and speaking. So that's the number 1 highlight in my opinion. The number 2, Rocket also follows each audio lesson with a variety of practice drills to really help reinforce the material presented in the audio portion of the lesson. These drills come in several different formats, but in my eyes, the most practical and helpful drills are the simulated conversations. So how it works is that following each audio lesson, Rocket gives you the opportunity to replay the conversation, but this time you get to replace one of the 2 fluent French speakers and do half of the mock conversation yourself. That way you get to speak aloud and use the language under pressure, which is crucial for achieving an intermediate level of fluency. Then moving on to the third highlight, Rocket has great speech recognition software. As you complete the simulated conversations that I just mentioned a minute ago, Rocket's speech software will listen in and grade your pronunciation on a scale from 1 to 100. And not only is this speech tool super easy to use, but once you dial in the sensitivity, I also found it to be really accurate. It's powered by Google's Web Speech API, which is a great program, and it's a huge differentiator in favor of Rocket compared to what other French language apps offer. And the last reason why Rocket gets such a high rating is the fact that they include separate dedicated grammar lessons throughout their course. These lessons give you the opportunity to better understand French negation, verb conjugation, and gender and number agreement. For people that like plain English explanations of grammar rules that are clear and straightforward, you're likely going to be a big fan of Rocket's grammar lessons. So those are the 4 best aspects of the Rocket French program and why we like them so much. Honestly, there aren't many negatives that our team could find with their course. The one negative thing you could maybe say is that the lessons are somewhat lengthy to complete. You're looking at about an hour or so per lesson, which isn't great if you're just trying to squeeze in lessons here and there, but I also didn't have much issue just pausing and picking them up later. I just wanted to throw that out there. Otherwise, it's just the price point with Rocket French. They only sell lifetime access plans, and they are a bit more expensive than other options on the market. But what I will say here though is that those prices on the Rocket website are a little misleading, and that's because Rocket is almost always running some sort of deal or special promotion. In fact, I'll do my best to keep the description down below updated with the most current discount and promo codes that I can find floating around out there, so make sure to check out that text below the video screen. Usually you can save yourself at least 50% on their prices, if not more, which makes Rocket pretty competitively priced. Basically, you should not have to pay full price with them. Alright, so that's our pick for best overall French language app. So next, let's cover our pick for best budget app, Babbel French. Now, I know some people swear by Duolingo in this more affordable category of French apps, and they make all their jokes about the owl hunting you down if you don't do a lesson, but after testing both, we like Babbel a lot more. Now to be clear, their French language course is not nearly as effective or complete as Rocket's, but it's still very good. Definitely better than Duolingo and others in this budget category of apps. The only real negative with Babbel is that their verbal practice exercises are somewhat elementary in comparison to Rocket, and you just don't get a ton of speaking practice. But other than that, Babbel performs well in pretty much every category. Their practice drills are extremely diverse, engaging, and actually somewhat fun. Their speech recognition software is quick and accurate. They offer a clear and defined learning path that starts with the basics. Their lessons incorporate streamlined grammar instruction, and their mobile app and digital interface are about the best in the entire industry. Plus, I just really like that their lessons only take around 10 or 15 minutes to complete on average, making them perfect for busy people who are just trying to squeeze in lessons here and there. Simply put, the Babbel lessons are easy, they're fun, and they're convenient. And obviously, as I just touched on a minute ago, one of the biggest selling points with Babbel is that their subscription plans are pretty reasonably priced. You can sometimes find their plans for less than $10 per month, which is an absolute bargain in my opinion. Plus, Babbel routinely offers sales and special promos throughout the year, so make sure to check out the description below if you decide to go with them. I'll keep that updated with the best offers out there. Again, you shouldn't have to pay full price. But bottom line, if you want engaging, fast-moving French lessons for an affordable price, Babbel is your ticket. All right, so at this point, I've given you the best overall French language app, Rocket, and a budget app, Babbel. Now, since Rocket is more of an auditory program, let's discuss two choices that are great options for visual learners. And the first is Rosetta Stone, who you've probably heard of. Their learning method takes an immersive approach that's built around imagery. In fact, almost every single drill and exercise within the Rosetta Stone lessons contains some sort of image or picture. They basically immerse you in the language with no translations and a bunch of visuals to try to replicate learning in the real world. We really like this, and if you process and comprehend information best through visual means, then Rosetta Stone should be a good fit for your learning style. Plus, Rosetta Stone also provides a bunch of supplemental resources like on-demand videos and short stories and phrase books, which really help round out and strengthen their French course. And from a pricing perspective, Rosetta Stone plans are pretty reasonable. You're looking at around $10 to $15 per month, which is actually pretty inexpensive in the industry these days. And then the second choice for visual learners, especially if you prefer learning via video, is Lingopie. Now to be clear here, Lingopie is not your conventional language learning program. There's no explicit curriculum or lesson plan. Instead, Lingopie is a video on demand platform that uses real TV shows and movies to help you learn French. In fact, the Lingopie app kind of reminds me of Netflix or Hulu in many ways, and what's cool is that the company actually offers TV shows and movies from those same streaming services. So how it works is that once you start watching a particular show or movie, there are subtitles in English and French, and a bunch of other tools to help you understand and learn what's being said by the different characters. I think the idea is that by making the language learning process actually enjoyable, you'll dedicate more time to it and stick with it longer than other French language apps, since you're doing something that's actually fun. Binge watching. Now, beyond the subtitles, Lingopie also offers a grammar coach tool as well as interactive video-based flashcards to help with material retention. These tools really help complement the learning process. So all in all, I was just super impressed with Lingopie. Their content library is very impressive, the tools they offer are truly helpful, and perhaps the best part is that their subscription plans are crazy cheap, as low as just $6 per month. So bottom line, if you're bored with traditional language apps and you want to try something kind of new and fun, then Lingopie is an excellent choice, especially for people who already have a strong foundation in French. Okay, so last up here, taking the honorable mention spot, is Pimsleur. And somewhat similar to Rocket, their French program is a great match for auditory learners, given that interactive audio lessons also form the foundation of their curriculum. In fact, when it comes to developing your ear for French, Rocket and Pimsleur are the two best in the entire industry in my opinion. But with that said, Pimsleur does offer some tools and features that differentiate it from Rocket. For one, their audio lessons include a special driving mode so you can make progress learning French while you're in the car. Take note of that if you're a commuter. And unlike Rocket, Pimsleur also offers monthly subscription plans. So if you plan on taking things kind of slow, or maybe you just don't have the money to pay for a lifetime package up front, then Pimsleur is going to be the more convenient and cheaper option to start. Plus, Pimsleur even offers a 7-day free trial period so you can take their course for a test drive without having to drop any money. The link to that free trial will be down below in the description for you, and I would say to give that a go if it sounds like Pimsleur could be a good fit for you. But bottom line, think of Pimsleur as a more affordable alternative to Rocket. Their lessons are similar to Rocket's in several respects, but their French course overall just isn't quite as well-rounded. Alright, so time for the final verdict. But before I get to that, I should just mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free language learning course to one lucky person. I'll put all the details in the description down below, but just know it takes like 10 seconds to enter, and hey, you never know, you could win a totally free language course from one of the companies I've talked about here today. Okay, so let's wrap this video up. Which app or program should you choose to learn French? Well, the quick answer is that it depends, mostly on your budget and what type of learner you are. I'd say if you're trying to save money, then I think Babbel is the clear choice for less than $10 per month. It's an awesome app for folks just starting out and on a budget. However, if money is not an issue and you're more so focused about the lessons meshing with your learning style, then I'd say go with Pimsleur if you're an auditory learner, and Rosetta Stone or LingoPie if you're more of a visual learner. But with all of that said, if you just want to know what the most effective and best overall French app is, then I think that's Rocket French. I just think the Rocket course offers everything you need to make progress quickly. Interactive audio lessons that feature fluent French speakers, clear and helpful grammar lessons, a diverse mix of practice drills for material retention purposes, contextual speaking exercises, accurate speech recognition technology, you name it. Rocket French is just the complete package. But anyway, that's all I've got for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something about all these different apps. If so, please return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and drop me a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full detailed written guide that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website. Again, that's testprepinsight.com, or you can check out the other videos we have on our YouTube channel. We've got a bunch of great content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.